Hey, welcome to Project Little Roadie Model A Club. Let's get this old 31 Ford, Model A Ford, up and running again. Hasn't been running about a year, and then previous to that it was 20 years. So, take a walk down, see what you got. 31 slant window 4-door. Yep, I don't know how dark it is back here. Let's see how well you can see, but this is my personal car. And restored years ago. Hasn't been running quite a while, so we're going to try to get this thing up and running. And let's take a look. It ran good last year after 20 years sleep. And we're going to try to see if we can get it running again this year. We put everything away and haven't done anything with it this year. So that's where we're at. This is an indented firewall car with the original 4-cylinder engine. Not the original to the car, but original engine anyway. So anyway, let's see what we can do. I brought the battery, hit the battery, got the battery all charged, and we'll see if we get that in the car, get it cranked. Tires are still pumped up from last year, and I've got some stuff on here so we won't scratch the fenders and stuff. And let's see what we can get done. Okay, so let's give this a shot, and I'll get back to you in a couple of minutes here. Let's get a battery in and see if we can start there. Okay, so hang on. All right, just gonna jump in here real quick for one thing quick. So on the battery, 6-volt battery, positive ground on these cars. Okay, so plus positive, negative is the other post. So positive, negative post, positive to ground, negative goes to the starter. All right, starter solenoid. So gotta make sure we put it in right. Positive ground, the original cars, unless they've been changed over. So if it's original, keep with that. All right, so hang with me. I'm gonna put this thing in now. Okay, first things first. We're going to go over. It's an indented firewall. We're going to turn some gas on. I always run my cars dry, so we're going to turn that gas on so we have gas running to the carburetor. Hopefully it's not dripping out and pouring out on the other side. Usually take a quick look to make sure. I don't think it would be. But, so we got that done. So we got gas going into the carburetor bowl. And then we're going to go over here and double check. We've got power to our battery. Run our battery into our system. It's a button. It's a push button. Starts. I don't know if you can see my shoe down here, but make sure it's out of gear. Turn the ignition on. Pull the choke out for 2 seconds while I'm cranking it. The choke is over here. Okay. That's this little button right here. Okay, we're turning the key on. And this hasn't run since last year about the same time. So let's see if we can make this thing start. Ignition is on, and let's push the button. Okay, so I'm gonna turn back off, and we are gonna go look at the points and see if we're getting spark at the points. So try that. So been about a year, so nothing's been worked on. So we're gonna play with this a little bit more. So hang on. The car now. So let's get a look on this side. And let's see what's going on over here. All right, so again, this is an indented firewall car, so it has a side bowl down here. All right, and it's got an indented. There's the indent with the switch here, so we know we got hopefully fuel coming down here. Usually I can tell if it's cool. Put my hand in here. Don't feel it feels kind of dry, so I don't know if we got fuel in there at all. So there should be fuel in the tank. Maybe there's not. So we'll have to look at that and see exactly where we're at. But the test and see if we got spark. We know we're out of gear, so let's just pull all this right out of here for now, and we'll go back in here. I don't know if I can reach in here far enough to get that key, but we'll see if I can do it. Turn the key on. Car is not in gear, but I can reach across here and get to the starter. So and pull that rotor off. Let me pull that rotor off, see what we got. And use I can see in there and see if we got any spark at those points. Oh, we got, I don't know if you can see that or not, but we got some beautiful spark. Yeah? There, you can see that sparks. We got beautiful sparks, so we know we're okay there. So we put the rotor and everything back in. And we know we're going to be all set there. So I would say probably at the moment we have a fuel issue. Maybe the car doesn't have any gas in it, so maybe I got to run and get some gas. So I'll put this all back together again. I'll be back to you in a minute. Together again. Got the little wires on for each spark plug on each little nipple here. Put thing, the rotor's inside, caps back on. We're gonna turn the fuel on, and let's take a walk around. Let's see if we can crank it up, see if it starts. So, once you got spark, once you got fuel, you should be ready to rock and roll. So let's see what happens here. So, basic operation. Turn the key on. Pull the lever for the choke out just as you're cranking it. There it goes. And right to an idle. So that's what it was. I get the points back. But the big thing is I used acetone to wash the points off after I used the feeler gauge to set the points to 18. Okay, so 18 to 22 is where it wants, but I have oil on the feeler gauge, so that went on the points. So got to make sure that you get everything washed off when you do that. Okay, so up and running, she's idling. Got to set the idle a little higher because I think we don't have a lot of, we don't charge much at an idle. I got to get the idle a little higher here, but what I'm going to do eventually is I put a new alternator setup, change this over to 6-volt alternator and get rid of the generator, so it'll automatically charge. But that's where we're going, so we'll do that as the next project. So she's up and running, so stay tuned for some next projects. I got a bunch of different things I want to do here to get things ready for driving down the road. So anyway, appreciate you watching. Thank you. All right, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but she's running. So she's sitting there idling. Yep. Yep, sounds good. Yep. Not smoking too bad, although I have to say, kind of exhausty in the garage here, but not smoking too bad. Nope, seems to be running good. Yep. I got test the lights. There you go. Back lights are on. Yep. Should be the cowl lights on this one, right? There's the cowl lights. No front lights on that mark. Right? Not that setting, but here we go. So we got lights. All right. Back into the rear of the car. See that? Yeah. Pretty cool. Okay. And then we have one more, which should be high beams. Right? So here's high beams. Yep, everything's working. Yep. All right. All the way back. And yep, everything looks good. So not bad. First beginning of what we're doing here. So stay tuned to see more. More coming. Got a lot of work left to do. Get it ready for the road. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps me in the channel. You'll see a lot more Model A stuff coming. I'm a collector. I do a lot with cars and stuff like that. I am a member of the Little Road Model A Club. I not only make Fisherman Dean, but I do a lot of Model A stuff and antique car stuff too. So a lot of rehab. I've done the cab corners and rocker panel stuff and all that kind of stuff. So I like to do sheet metal. I like to do a lot of that kind of stuff. Besides doing fiberglass work and building boats, a little bit of fun, a little entertainment, playing hobby stuff. But anyway, like, share, all that good stuff. I'm trying to get as many subscribers as I can to help pay for my channel. And I can do more of this good stuff if I can. Okay? Hey, appreciate it. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.